Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video we are looking at my newest custom, which is kind of like a version 2 of one of my relatively early customs. So there was a customer a long time ago who had me make a few original Hydra agents and a few original Shield agents. His designs loosely, and then I kind of just took what he said and turned them into things. And I have a new customer who wants a new batch of Hydra agents. And he wanted one of the, well, I think two of them are going to be based on some of those, and then one is going to be based on one of the Shield guys, and then one is a new look. Either way, they're original characters. He wants them to be kind of like a Hydra Special Forces. That's why they're not in green and yellow. They're mostly in like your standard grays and blacks with just a hint of yellow poking through. Anyway, it's an original design that he wanted, and so I basically took my old design, redid it with some new parts and some new sculpting and some new details, and this is what you see here. I'll go through the paint first. I always have kind of like a loose format for when I'm talking about my customs because it's not an actual review. I'm just kind of showing you guys what I did. So whatever, it doesn't really matter how I do it. So for the paint, it's mostly black with gray dry brushed on it, and then black for their other parts, and then obviously we have silver for the armor, gold accents, and then some darker tones of silver. And then the original one had like neon yellow and green for the lights and energy not effects, but like energy like outlets, if you whatever, like if the guns shot energy. Like you can see over here, there's blue coming around there. There was yellow and green before, and he wanted blue, so we have blue, kind of like in the movies. So that's what that is. So it's a relatively basic paint job. Some dry brushing here and there for the silver, and then we have some of the darker silver, and we have the Hydra logo on his chest. And I guess that's it for the paint. So how I built it is it's a Hyperion body. Well, this is actually Nuke because we have the different lower legs, and I thought that was just a better look overall, especially for the more tactical style of this guy. So he has the pants on. I didn't really change the lower legs at all. I don't think I did. I think I just painted them and modified the joints to work. But for the upper body, of course, I had to sculpt all the armor and everything to look like the original one. The backpack and shoulder things are exactly the same as before. The backpack is from some old Toy Biz, I think it's Bishop. I think it's Bishop. A Bishop figure, some flyer figure that had like this crazy backpack and wings. So I took that backpack and I built these pieces here. So I'll show you how this works. We'll go ahead and get this out of the way. I also connected tubers, because tubers make everything look high-tech and fancy. And the original idea behind this guy was that he was able to like morph his armor into weapons, and you'll kind of see that in a second. But anyway, this is the backpack I was talking about. We have tubers connected to it, to his head and to his arms. And then this is a rocket pod from a Marvel Legends War Machine. So I connected that to make it functional. And then this is just some crazy looking gun that can move around back here. And so those are both basically the same as the original look. And then the rest is all just sculpted. And the original one had a bunch of interchangeable parts, and that was, I guess, the draw for the new customer. So this guy does as well. For each of his arms, the forearm pieces come off. They are just magnetic, and then we have interchangeable weapons. So he's got one that's like a gun type thing, one that's a smaller type of combat knife, and he's got one that's just some crazy double-bladed monstrous weapon looking thing. So there's that, and then on the other side we have, and I went into this a whole lot more in detail on Patreon if you guys are interested in that kind of information, but I don't suppose most of you are, so that's why I only do kind of like a cursory look. So then on this side we have just this kind of gun, just another type of blaster thingy, and then we have more of like a standard type of there it is. So they're all keyed to actually fit on properly, and so then we just have a big old blade. So that's the general rundown for this guy. It's still all of the original articulations, it's all the same. I kind of had to hide the fact that he's got such an ugly upper body, but I think the armor works. The armor gets the job done. Anyway, this is the first of what may be a bunch of new original Hydra figures in this style, not with like the interchangeable weapons and stuff, but in this color scheme and whatnot, assuming the customer wants to keep going. I don't know if he does or not, but he mentioned it, so we'll see. But there it is. That's my newest custom. It's completely original, so you know, that's the way it is. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I do have new videos up almost every single day, so make sure you come back for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.